Hop. There we go. Hello, everybody. It's a stream. We're back from outer space. And however the rest of that song goes. Anyway, hello. Let's go to the booth. Oh, it's snowing. It isn't actually snowing at the moment, but it is freezing, flipping cold. And we had a tiny bit of snow a couple of days ago, and that has turned to ice outside that has not thawed in the last several days. We haven't had any. I've seen people posting about the blizzards you've been getting over there in the Netherlands and you know, other parts of Europe. We've got like the tiniest sliver of that where I am, so I don't know, that might change. It is cold though. It's highs of 1 degree today, I think, which could be worse. Yeah, temperature feels like 0 degrees. Yeah, I don't think we're scheduled for any heavy snow over here, but then we very rarely are. Things would have to change pretty drastically. Oh, 13.2. Oh, that has a little bit of snow. Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, welcome back, everybody. We're back after Christmas and New Year break. I hope you had a good holiday period, whatever you were up to, whether you were doing big celebrations or not. I just hope you were doing okay out there. And yeah, it was pretty standard stuff over here. Family, you know, family drinks and foods and such. Nothing particularly amazing to report. We did do presents and things this year, but we basically ended up being like, we don't want to go too crazy because there's things have happened this year. We're like, I don't want to break the bank, so let's just get some goodies, some chocolates and some drinks and some just like things like that. So that was nice. Oh no, I have finished them. I need to check this, but I had some salted toffee truffles, which I just finished. Those were very nice. That was the sort of thing we got up to, which is pretty standard. And yeah, so right, today we're back to the land of Eorzea once more. Now that we're done with 15, and I can put that by. I'm not going to go and do the DLC for 15. I know it is there and I could do it, but I'm ready to move on to something else. So we're going back to 14 and we're going back to the next expansion, which is Stormblood. And that means we've got some catching up to do. And the DLC explains how Mickey Mouse lost his shirt. Damn it! I must know. Yeah, so there'll be a little bit of catching up, recap the story of Heavensward, and move along into our next thing. And I'll try and remember how to play this game because it's been a minute and I haven't been playing off stream at all, really. Maybe a little bit after I finished last time, but then that quickly sort of fizzled out for a while, and then Warframe took up that kind of slot in my off stream playing, which is fine, and so go back to 14. I'm sure it will be like riding a bicycle, treacherous in cold weather. No. So yeah. Was there anything else to mention? I don't believe so. But yeah, I guess I should say the plan at the moment is we're going to do Stormblood, and then after Stormblood, it will be time for Final Fantasy 16. So we're moving along here. And the weird thing is going to be that, like, officially, you know, sort of on a technicality, 16 will be at the end of the retro Gauntlet, because that is the last mainline Final Fantasy game to come out at time of recording. But there's all the other 14 expansions and tactics and some other games, so there'll be a bonus round, you know. The Final Fantasy will continue. Will morale improve? Stay tuned to find out. Yeah. And yeah. Oh, and also, man, I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to be like the, you know, the streamer guy. YouTube, you know, I never want to do the like calls to action and so on. But I realize I probably should just a little bit. But you all know how it works. But I don't know. It feels a bit off to do it. But if you do enjoy the stream, just remember to leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe, all of that stuff, because it does help out. Feels weird. I don't want to do any of that, but I probably should. Dingle the bingle, dupe the thing. You know, it does. It genuinely, yeah, it does help. And after going, I don't know. I didn't make a resolution, but I was like, I should just try a little bit on that front for 2026. I know all of you who are regulars here know how this all works, but genuinely, it does help a lot to follow, subscribe if you can, or just hang out, chat, like, do all the stuff. Anyway, we should get on with 14. I did, like I said, I did check for patches earlier today, which was good, because there were some, and it needed to be downloaded, and it has been downloaded, and I have booted it up, and it is all fine. I haven't taken a look at anything. Dangle the Bengal, Blongle the Bingle. Yeah, there's more. There's all sorts of things to catch up on. So yeah, the first, at least I don't know how long it's going to take before we actually get to Stormblood, but we've got some catching up to do, and we've got to get through the rest of the 4.0 patches, and then we'll get to Stormblood. But I'm just happy to be going back to 14 because I enjoy 14, and we'll be back. And we'll be back with Hestia and the crew. All right, let's get this show on the road, eh? Let's do it. Okay, is that still? Oh no, that's incorrect. Okay, hold on. We'll be there in a minute. There's also there's all sorts of things like that we didn't do. There's plenty of stuff. So much room for activities. Oh, excuse me. All right. Now let's get going. And we will see if I remember how this works. No, this should be fine. A word with the 103 months, my goodness. Welcome back and back and back. It's good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good holidays. Oh no. The Alliance Raid, you get to experience the joys of Irish pronunciation. Oh boy. Alright. Do the thing. I checked this earlier. This was working. There we go. We're back. We're still on the Heavensward title screen because we haven't yet officially started Stormblood. But we're on the way. Oh right, yes. Okay. Log in. Busy one today, ish. 24 people. So yeah, this is the machinist. Yeah, machinist gear or look that I went with, which is just cowboy outfit. And here we are back in good old Limsa Laminsa at the mizzenmast. Right, so yeah, when I booted this up earlier today to check that everything was working after I had done the patches, and this, because it's been a minute. So, welcome back. Much has happened while you were away. There's a returner's bounty. Gives you the tools required to make that quick return to form, experience bonuses for partying with mentors, full access to the novice network. I don't know, is this something I should accept? Or should I just say nah? What do we think? I don't know if this is worth getting or not. Returner's bounty. Nah. Yeah, I did think it was like probably not worth it. Experience bonuses for partnering with mentors, access to the novice network. Oh, it gives you the same stuff as being a sprout. We're no sprout. Get out of here. I am no... I mean, actually, technically, I think you don't stop being a sprout until you hit the most recent expansion. So I guess technically... Yeah. Well, whatever. I don't need your help. It's better to get into Novice Network if you've not been specifically invited. Alright, that's fine. We don't need that. So here we are. I also wanted to check that all of this was still in place, because I heard some horror stories from Keep. But it seems that Windows has not screwed up my my stuff here. So we're all fine. Everything's fine here. We're all fine here. Oh, the Great Glam... Oh, yeah, right. Let's see if I remember how to do everything. Oh. Oh, you can now wear anything on anyone? Oh! Oh, baby, let's go! Oh, yeah, you can see it's not got, like, the little X on there. Oh, except, well, okay, weapons, I guess, would still be locked, which makes sense. Oh, that's great, actually. That means that there are a couple of glams I can use without having to worry. And some more I'm going to have to play around with. Alright, that's great. Love that. Fantastic. Alright, first thing I'm going to do... So... I may have been subscribed for most of this time, just because I wasn't sure if I was going to go back and play or not. Hey, there's a Keeb. So I should have a bunch of login rewards, or not login rewards, subscriber rewards. So I should go get my mail. Oh yeah, we're fine. Sorry, I just wanted to check everything was alright. Oh. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna get... Okay. Gotta remember the key bindings. Because I've been doing a lot of Warframe. Sprint is on my mouse 5, but it's not. So it's Shift R for sprint. Delivery Moogle. Do you have things for me? A letter! I believe you have a letter for me. Oh, Tantalus vest. Tantalus gear. I'll take all of it. Ah, did I not get that one? Ah, maybe I don't. Maybe I need to get it in a certain amount of time. I don't know. Whatever. May it. Never mind. All right. But I got some Tantalus attire. Yeah, I did miss the Christmas event. I missed a bunch of events, unfortunately. I might have already claimed that, actually. You're right. That was probably the cloud gear. Let's have a look. No, no, don't discard it. Sort it. Ah, that is the cloud advent. Okay, yeah, I have that. Oops. Oh, that is... Yeah, that is Zidane's outfit. Yeah, okay, that's fun. Oh, no. Sprint is not mouse 5. Sprint is not mouse 5. It's gonna keep messing me up. It's fine. Oh. I think my Warframe muscle memory is gonna screw me up a couple of times. Alright, we can glam all of this stuff though. From here. It's gotta have a outfit glam ready to go, surely. Yeah, here we go. Boop. Boop. And boop. Store as glamour. Bing. Oh. Oh, because those are outfits and that's how many bits there are. Gotcha. What can I do? Let's have a look at it. Is there a... Oh yeah, I was going to say, do I have a spare glamour plate? And I do. Oh? I can't just go and like apply outfit, can I? I'm trying to remember if I can do that. Body. Where did it go? Ah, there it is. There it is. Oh, now I just have like a freaking normal pair of jeans, more or less. Is that the Tantalus boots? It is. Yeah, looks pretty good. Hold on a minute though. Let me find the... Where's the... There we are. I mean, that is pretty good, but what happens if I swap these out for... Yeah, I'm way ahead of you. I mean, yeah, they're just a normal... It's pretty much a normal pair of jeans. I don't know. So we were going with the chaps. The chaps, I mean, it does fit. It does have dye slots. I don't think I have any dyes though that would like. Oh yeah, if I could actually dye them a dark color, that would be good. Do I have? Hold on a minute. Yeah, discard those changes. That's fine. Actually, where is it? Control Shift C? No. Control Shift. There we go. Control Shift I. I have this sunset orange dye. God, look at my inventory. What a mess. Let me go and see what color that would look like. Edit glamour plates. It was glamour plate. This one. Equip. So it would be, what was it? It was... Oh, sunset orange. I mean, actually, that's not bad. What was dye 2? Dye 2 must be for the belt. Yeah, I don't hate that. Alright, hold on. Alright. Guard changes. Guard changes. Because the chaps, I mean, they are a little bit they're a little silly. No, wait, I don't need you. What am I going over here for? It's in my saddlebag. Control Shift I. Sunset Orange. Remove all. Edit glamour plates. This is what we want. Alright. Put those on there. Dye them that color. Reflect. Save. Use that dye. Now go to re-equip. Much more sensible attire than the chaps, I must say. Yeah, I think it would be better in a darker color, but this is fine. Alright, anyway. What should we do first then? Probably, I don't know if there's any other bits of business I need to do. But I'm supposed to do all the New Year's stuff. Presumably. Okay. Wait. No, that's not it. That's it. Ah, right. So there were these. These are the extreme things. We don't need to do that. There's some bard stuff. Oh yeah, there's still Relic Reborn. There was also this. And there was also this. Ah. Fist of the Father. That is the raids. That's... Yes. Okay. I think we should probably go and do the recap, actually. Probably is what makes sense. Get back up to speed about what's been... What we did last time and where we're at now. So... That means going to... we need to go to... no. It's gotta be this one. We need to go see House Forton. Oh, yes. Go to Ishgard. Yeah. I got it. It's all coming back to me. Okay. Yes, there's that one, and that's the path we walk. And then, see, there are these other things as well. There's like this recruitment notice. There's this guy. I don't know what that's all about. We'll worry about that later. I need to be level 60. Who's level 60? I mean, a bunch of them. Well, we were Dragoon last time, so maybe maybe it's Dragoon time. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I wonder what's the what are we gonna what's the canon playthrough for Stormblood when we get there? Because that's what we've done so far. We've done Warrior into Dragoon, and then I guess we'll see when I watch the Stormblood trailer. Ooh, Monk and Samurai. I'll probably do Samurai because I think I enjoy that more than Monk. So I assume it's this guy. promises, unless... No, wait, that's actually the next MSQ. So it's probably not that guy. Who do I need to talk to? Is it you? Well, let me go inside. See if there's anything in here. Hey, it's Tataru and Alphino! My trusty grimoire to hand and incantations at the ready. Oh yes, Conjured Carbuncle. Well, probably best we not discuss how that ended. Manservant. Ah, reflects upon. Okay, this is it. Yeah, this must be it. Deep in thought, the House Fortemps manservant reflects upon a day not so very long ago. This sounds about right. Yeah. 'Twas bitterly cold when you first came to our city. When I stood waiting for you before the Ark of the Worthy. To think that that was where it all began. How much has changed since that day. Forgive me. Of late I have been studying the works of Balladian poet King, who wrote, "To ye who ask of things to come, give thought to what is past and gone." So rarely have we the luxury to reflect on the choices we have made, on how they have shaped our lives and the lives of others. Even I, a mere steward whose deeds would not merit a footnote in the annals of history, can see the value in this. I say this to you, Mistress Methwizgo, because as you move, so too does the world. Pray spare a moment to contemplate your journey while you can. The road stretched on, obscured by an endless veil of snow. Somewhere in the white beyond stood the great iron gates, and on the other side a humble manservant who awaited the coming of 3 travellers. Very good. Yes. That fateful day we came to Ishgard, looking for a safe haven after having been run out of everywhere else by Tedlegi and his coup? Yeah. And our narrow escape that saw our friends possibly killed and scattered to the winds. Just a small bit of accusation of regicide. The jeweled crozier. Oh wait, hold on. I can do this, can't I? Yeah. I was going to say, where is that? It's over there. We were looking for somewhere safe to stay. And after Alphino's diplomacy with Ishgard, we thought we can maybe we can parlay that into somewhere to stay. Because we had helped them out before. And Harshafor would stand up for us. He would accept us, surely. A warm welcome to you, Mistress Methwizgo. To what do I owe the pleasure? Retracing your steps from those first days in Ishgard, I see. Well, no one could begrudge you for indulging in a little nostalgia. I'm reminded how much I owe to you and yours. Lest you forget, foreign merchants were subject to a frankly unreasonable level of scrutiny until relatively recently. Not so now, however. Now, goods from every corner of Eorzea flow into our markets, and that, my friends, is change we can all appreciate. Merchants of all nations speak a common tongue, and its words are coin. Needless to say, there is little profit to be had in prejudice, especially against those who have received the patronage of a count. Thus, when the wards of House Fortemps arrived, she was glad to make their acquaintance. That's right. Well, let's go see Gibralont. Sorry, my brain is still going, what do you mean I can't bullet jump? Fly around. Retraining myself on 14. Alright, Gibralont. What'll it be then? Ale? Mulled wine? No, don't tell me. Tea? Oh, so it's to be memories then, is it? Now there's a bit of draft that'll leave you wanting. Assuming you can remember your own name, that is. Take your friend Tataru. One moment she's just another girl waiting on customers, cleaning tables and so forth. Next she's got a dozen admirers asking after her every bloody night, and I'll be damned if I can remember how it happened. Damn. Singing those stupid songs, dancing those daft dances, though to be honest I think it was her stories that really won him over. Stories of a certain hero's grand adventures across Eorzea, told with a flair that'd put a minstrel to shame. Who doesn't love a good hero's tale, am I right? Hells, we've got one about the man who built this tavern, was one of the founding fathers of Ishgard, or so it goes. Now, as the Enchiridion told it, besides Haldrath, the only knights who survived the battle with Nidhogg were the founders of the High Houses. Of course, these days, we all know better than to put too much stock in the words of the church, eh? Yeah. There's more to our tale than just words. There's a sword, too, one which has been passed down from proprietor to proprietor since before anyone can remember. It's a rusty old bugger, but if you look closely at her handle, you can just about make out an inscription. Brothers brave and true, live well, forgotten and content. A man who forsook wealth and fame and chose the life of a humble tavern keeper. It's just a tale, of course, albeit a good one. As for the truth, who can say, friend, who can say? He knew everyone's story, though he would never share his own. An optimist, he wanted to believe the best in people. Sometimes that faith would be rewarded, other times betrayed, but he would listen regardless, and he would hope. Okay. Camp Cloud Top. Oh. Mistress Megwizgo, I was but this moment thinking of you. I had hoped to speak with you at Sir Emeric's investiture, but circumstances conspired to prevent me from attending. Mayhap you'll allow me to say now what I could not say then. On behalf of House Aelenart and all of Ishgard, I offer unto you my deepest and most humble thanks. You risked your life to stand against our sworn enemy and freed us from a millennium of torment. Though we can never hope to repay you, we will ever remember you and your deeds, that our children and their children's children might know the woman to whom they owe their lives. Ah, well, that's very nice. I can see the grand investiture would have been a more fitting occasion for such words, but I could not risk them being left unspoken. What brings you this way? As you can see, Camp Cloudtop remains much the same as it did during the war. Though we no longer need to watch the skies for Dravonian outflyers, the Vanu Vanu have proven themselves similarly worthy of our attention. Oh, yep, here he is. I'm on the lane. I say, old girl, you have the most uncanny ability to appear whenever I least expect you. But enough about that. Sorry, I can't see the words but enough about that without hearing them in Zakoyama's voice. If you know, you know. But enough about that. Au revoir? Many a geese has fallen. Yes. Oh, yes, my lord. Lady Laniate? I think that's how we said that before. I'm pleased to report that we succeeded in infiltrating Vundu territory and there observed the beastmen harvesting crystals at several different sites. Based on the volume of crystals acquired during our period of surveillance, I prepared an estimate how much time I believe it will take Vundu to gather sufficient crystals. Oh, Marshall's back for 102 months. Thank you, Kupo. Kupo! Welcome back, welcome back. I've also taken the liberty of drafting several proposals outlining how the Rose Knights might prevent such an eventuality, such as raiding these sites and securing their stores, as well as a detailed assessment of the risks involved should you choose to proceed. Just like, what is this? By the Fury, I gathered you were clever, but I was not aware you were capable of this. With respect, you're wasted on your master. Oh no, I know. Hardworking, full of potential. I think there's a place for you here with the Rose Knights, if you would have it. We need someone to do our spreadsheets. That you would even consider taking me into your service is a tremendous honor, my lady, and were I free to do so, I should gladly accept. Please get me away from him. He's such a pain in the ass. But I am pledged to another, as you well know. Regrettable, but understandable. I take comfort in the fact that a youth of your talent and character will never want for opportunities. He's like, hey. Pledged to another, you rascal. I thought I saw you whispering in young Saulette's ear the other day. You certainly wasted no time wooing our newest maid. No, that's not what he... I don't think that's what he means. There'll be no secrets between us. You must tell me everything. Where you've been sneaking off to together. What adventures you've been having. Every little detail. And don't you dare leave anything out. I can't help but feel there's been a misunderstanding. Yeah. I am sure he will not. In any event, you have jointly exceeded my expectations. Yeah, I think one of them is doing the heavy lifting. I grant you leave to return to the city. Should the need arise, I shall call upon you again. Thank you, my lady. I believe we shall do as you suggest. Until we meet again, Mistress McWhiskle. Goodbye. Not so fast. The next airship isn't due for another hour. We have so much to talk about. Au revoir! Au revoir! For all the ladies' disdain, it was an old familiar dance. To her, Lord de Montlane would always be the boy fumbling for a compliment. Perhaps there was comfort in that. A memory of home on the bleak frontier. Oh. Oh, I was thinking a different one, but it was an old familiar dance called the Macarena. Wait, hold on. That cat man named Lionel Johnson. Alright. Redwald. A thousand pardons, Mistress McWhiskle. Had I known you were planning to pay us a visit, I would have seen you received a proper reception. A feast, perhaps, or at least a formal welcome with the men in full dress. No, it's fine. Ah, yes. You have more than earned it. One only need look at the pilgrims who come in their droves to pray before the relief to see the truth of that. Some abide in silence, while others shed tears. Not for sorrow, you understand, but for joy. A joy at being released from Nidhogg's torment. Artoirel, Sir Redwald, the shipment has been unloaded, and the quartermaster confirms all supplies are accounted for. Mistress McWhiskle, are you here on official business? Not really. Journey to remember and reflect. Aye, much has changed since we first came here together, since I abandoned you to follow the heretic's trail alone. Come, my lord, mayhap you recall the survivor whom you carried back to Falcon's Nest that day, while his wife but recently gave birth to their first child. Is that so? Well, mayhap I should pay him a visit. Though he would doubtless be honoured, my lord, you need not put yourself to such trouble. Your responsibilities as Count surely leave little enough time as it is. I think not on that. I am still me, you are still you. Whatever our respective titles, I would speak to you as friend. This preoccupation with position and power has sown no end of discord between our two houses, to the great detriment of our nation. It is especially galling when one considers that much of what we have achieved was by virtue of our blood, not our character. So call me Count if you must, but know that I take no pride in it. Mayhap one day when I have earned it I will, but not today. Still himself, is he? Yep. An honourable man, mindful of tradition, he was loath to accept the assistance of a foreigner in exile, but when forced to confront bitter truths, he looked within and found himself wanting. Pride be damned, then, if it led one astray. He would set aside his prejudices and join hands with this gifted outcast for the greater good of Ishgard. The greater good. Alright. Ah yes, the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. There we are. I was like, wait, how much gil? I'm fine on gil. At least for now. Yep. Ah, yes. Two foreign heretics against two knights of the Heavensward. Under the watchful gaze of the Fury they would fight, and the winner's claims would be proven true. It was an opening gambit of a greater game whose stakes would remain unknown for some time. That's right, we got accused of some stuff. We had to defend ourselves in court. Literally. There's Alphino and, yeah, Tatara, and we stepped in as proxy. Yeah. They were trying to discredit us. Get us out of the way. The Hoplon. Oh, it's right behind me. Never mind. Well, not behind me. But we kicked their butts. So, under Ishgardian law, we were proved innocent. Ugh. You are Mistress Medvigwisko, if I'm not mistaken. We have met, though I'm sure you do not remember. 'Twas a seeming lifetime ago when you answered the Archbishop's summons. I often come here to reflect upon all that has come to pass, and when I saw you gazing at the Holy Vault, I thought perhaps you had too. You turned our world upside down, everything we held dear, for change, for the truth. They say it had to be done that his grace sought godhood. If so, then perhaps it was the Fury's will that you prevail. But to say it, to believe it, I know no man is without sin, but he was pious and humble, wholly devoted to the church and his people. I knew him, miss, and he was a good man. Whatever else he may have been, I will remember him as a good man. I remember him as like a 15-foot tall, suit of armor, but he was trying to become a god, but, To walk the righteous path, to live for the sake of others, to rise to the highest station yet remain powerless, to bring an end to your people's suffering, what price salvation then? What sacrifice beyond reason? For uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. Good old Shakespeare still getting work. By the way, just a random aside, because this reminded me of it. There's a video by, I want to say linguist, I think it's Jeff Lindsay on YouTube, that talks about the structure of English rhythm of the English language, and one of it is how, and as part of it, it's to do with saying things like to do, particularly when it comes to like people who are ESL who are learning English as a second language, and how you'll notice that they don't put in that it's like fully pronouncing to do rather than going to do. And the thing that helps with that is thinking of English in terms of the rhythm of English is the Pink Panther theme, which is also in iambic pentameter, which is also what Shakespeare wrote in. So you can fit a lot of Shakespeare quotes into the Pink Panther theme. And uneasy lies the head that wears the crown is ba-dum 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 ba-dum. So you know, there you go. Fun fact. Alright, oh actually I should be able to just return. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, now whenever I see, particularly that quote, it just makes me read it in to the tune of the Pink Panther theme. Alright, where's Merle Whip? Oh no, I know where she is. Yeah, we gotta go up to her office. But I just find that stuff, you know, something. And how, you know, sort of native English ends up basically swallowing a lot of words completely. We typically don't say like, oh, that's a good thing to do. It just becomes to do. And that structure. Anyway, we're going to go see, yes, Journey of Remembrance. That's what we're up to. Go see the Admiral. See what she has to say. Hello. Thank the navigator. I had resigned myself to another day spent listening to my advisors prattle on about Beastman's latest movements. Come, Lieutenant, tell me of your adventures. Right, yes. The Ishgardians sail in uncharted waters. Though I hope these new reforms of theirs meet with no resistance, it would not be the first grand voyage to run afoul of reefs ere it properly began. But with Sir Emmerich at the helm, they may yet chart a course for generations to follow. Which is not to say that our own doesn't need correcting. The Alliance has grown complacent. That bloody nose you gave us at the melee showed me that. Nor have I forgotten the lessons of the banquet. Rest assured we will root out any further turncoats before the dagger is at our back. You have my word on that, and Lady Yugiri's besides. Yeah. She had never been one to retreat, much less in the face of transparent theatrics, but this had been no ordinary battlefield. Its rules of engagement anything but clear, so she would watch and she would learn, and in time she would act. Yes. Now go visit Higiri in Revenant's Toll. Yep. Yeah, man, the first time we tried to get the Alliance on board, they were like, absolutely not. Where was Ishgard when we wanted their help? They were doing their own thing. Screw you. We're like, no, this is going to affect everybody. And we're like, nah. Has Melweb ever voice-acted Lieutenant so can we know it's British or American? That's true. I don't recall it, but there's a chance she would say Lieutenant. Yeah, because that is dependent on your rank within the within that faction. So yeah, it's probably only in unvoiced dialogue. Excuse me. Yes. Oh no, wait, we're not in the... No, they're in here somewhere. Not in the stones, it's somewhere else. I mean, believe the British way is based on a bad mangling of the French way. I think that's why it's lieutenant, because it's the way it was pronounced. It's closer to the French pronunciation. Lieutenant, or something like that. Yeah. Actually, I gotta go upstairs. One of the 13.2 dialogues used an Oxford comma. Nice. I think I've also just been thinking about language. I don't know. I was just listening to YouTube videos earlier today that were just clips from the BBC Radio 4 comedy program. I'm sorry, I haven't a clue. Particularly the ones that was the there's a segment on there which is the Uxbridge English Dictionary, which is creating new definitions for existing words with a comedic bent. So I'm trying to think if there are any examples I can remember. Anyway, let's talk to Higiri. Is Artemis? I am both flattered and surprised you should remember my small role in this tale, given the grandeur of the subsequent endeavours. I must confess I have derived some selfish pleasure from donning the garments of the shinobi once more. I am honoured to have been able to assist in freeing the General Raban from his captivity. Right, yes. I believe I speak for all of my countrymen when I say we are most grateful to the opportunity to contribute to the restorations of the Scions. Much has changed, it's true, and much may never be as it once was. But in watching you and yours rise from the ashes and rebuild, I am reminded that we must never give in to despair, for there is always something which may yet be saved. Oh. Cheers. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, talk to Higiri again. Yep. There's more. Will you be travelling to Oldar next? If so, I'd ask a favour of you. A special unguent to aid in General Raban's rehabilitation. Injuries such as his must be tended to daily, even long after they've healed. You'd only deliver it to his man, Commander Swift. He'll see that the Flame General receives it. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't included also where Morning's present comes from. Yep. Yeah, I've seen you post some of those, Keith. They're pretty good. Oh, man. I'm trying to remember any of the ones I heard, because I can only think of one that I came up with after listening to it for a bit, which is Concrete to defraud a Greek island. You know, things like that. Right, we must go. We must deliver the unguent. All right, to the steps of Nald. And then this way. Okay, yes. Right. Commander Swift. Greetings, Hestia. What is it you have there? A smoothie? Wow, it's an unguent. That's kind of like a smoothie. Unguent, I was not aware the General required such stuff, and one of our Doman friends made this for him, did she? Very well. I shall be sure to pass it on. Wait here. We have just this moment concluded a meeting. I expect he'll be glad to speak with you before returning to the palace. I'll go fetch him. Hey, there he is. Right, he's northern. Seanbean. So, Commander Swift tells me you came all this way to deliver unguent. Oh. Daily, she says, mayhap it is best be prudent. Gods alone know why you agreed to deliver it for her, though. Unless you mean to favour me with that rematch I requested. I jest, lass. You're on a journey of reflection, are you not? Aye, Melwib said as much. Now you want to relive the moment you pulled me from the pit Ilberd left me in to rot. Shames me to think of it, that I was so blind to his hatred. Lolorito tells me it was not always so, that Ilberd admitted to him he once believed I would return to Alamigo at the head of an army. Right, yes. Ilberd was upset because he was fighting for... He believed he was fighting for Ilberd... fighting for the Alamegans and that Rauban had, abandoned all that. But years passed and I did nothing. For all my accomplishments, for all my wealth, power and influence, I did naught to better the plight of my people. Not for lack of trying, but Ilberd didn't know. He thought the bull of Alamigo had grown fat and complacent. My story set a bad example for our countrymen. Forget your homeland and chase the old done dream, a fine, impossible dream which gave men the strength to endure their hardships and try to make new lives for themselves here. So the dream had to die. He would kill me, stir up the disillusioned, arm them at monetarist expense, and then... Forgive me, the Sarns paid the price of my failings. Gods know I've no shortage of debts to repay, vows to keep and duties to discharge, but mark me well, lass, there will be a reckoning. Mayhap not today, mayhap not tomorrow, but a reckoning there will be. Later that day... Yes. Hey, it's a memo. Hello. What's up? We're back on the 14 train, doing a bit of a recap. Ah, yes. A refugee of a fallen nation, he had risen from the depths of poverty to claim a seat on the syndicate. Yet for all his great deeds, one was left undone. And like sands through an hourglass, the years slipped away, taking with them an old friend's hope. Previously on Final Fantasy XIV. Hold on. There's one card I don't have. It's got to be deck 1, obviously. Chaos. Oh, wow. Okay. Pimlico. Ah! Played Elephant Castle. Bastard. Tottenham Court Road. Ooh. Piccadilly Circus. I think if I go Vauxhall, that will probably work. Gooch Street. Oh no, wait! Mornington Crescent! Haha! There we go. Alright, now where are we going? Gorgagni Mills in Curthis Western Highlands. Oh. Well, we gotta go to Foundation and fly over there then. Not Foundation, Falcon's Nest. Slowly running out of these Etherite tickets. Pretty rich. Unfortunately, 800,000 gil is not that much in the overall economy of this game. Alright, what do we get? Here we go. Yeah, basically living in poverty. Considering it cost me 500,000 to get an apartment, like, the economy is in shambles. Which, man, I don't know, that might... I haven't used that or decorated it very much, so I might have even lost access to it. I mean, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, apartments never go away. Oh, is it the house that goes away? Or that you can lose access to if you don't use it? Oh, okay. Going down. Okay, I think this is who we're talking to. By the Fury, is that you, Mistress Metherquisco? Forgive me, what reason could you possibly have for returning to this godforsaken place? Mayhap it is fate which brings you here on this day of introspection and reflection. We are come to Gorgagni Mills to accept the surrender of half-dozen heretics who once fought for the Lady Iceheart. If you're intending to visit the cellars, I would ask you do nothing to unsettle them. Penitent heretic. Wait. Well, they said they're in the cellars, so I assume I just have to go downstairs. Ah, yes. Wait, I know you. You were at the amphitheater with the Dragon Slayer. I suppose we owe you an apology. When you came to us seeking to parley, we were sure it was a scheme to lure out Our Lady. We were sure about a lot of things. When she first shared her revelation, when she told us she was not Saint Shiva reborn, we assumed it was a test. For had we not prayed for salvation? Had she not descended to deliver us from evil? She replied that our prayers were but fuel for a fever dream, a construct born of desperation and denial. She was no saviour, she said. But when we marched upon Ishgard regardless, she pulled us from the brink of oblivion and implored us to find another way. And here we are, ready to lay down our arms at last. It is time. She considered you a friend. Had things been different, mayhap we could have been friends too. Farewell. Yeah. Forsaken by gods and men, they found salvation in a revelation. They would take up arms against their own kind to set ancient wrongs to right. Cut out Ishgard's festering heart, and the war would be over. This they knew, believed with all their being, until their saviour told them their efforts would be for naught. Yeah. And also, yeah, never mind having the father of all dragons on my shoulder, like, I'm riding around on him. Oh, I haven't been to see the... Where is it? I've seen it all on social media. But where is it? I should go and pay homage. Oh, is it gone? Ah, no. I'm too late. I'm too late for the blank, whatever it was. Boo. Oh well. Never mind. They patched it out. That was what the... That was what the 6 gigabyte patch was for earlier. Well, if it isn't the great warrior of light herself, she who slew the dread worm Nidhogg, bringing an end to 1,000 years of war and my very livelihood. Well, go on then, strike me down and finish the job. Stab me right in the heart. I'll even lend you my spear if you like. After all, I won't be bloody needing it. Ah, tell me true for a moment. I had you fooled. Ye gods, if I could hate them, as if I could hate the woman who rid us of Nidhogg. Oh, unless you worry, that business about me losing my livelihood couldn't have been further from the truth. In fact, peace is proving surprisingly lucrative. As our nation's ties with Hresvelga's brood have grown stronger and our interest in Dravania have begun to expand, we've seen a marked increase in the number of travellers on the road. Needless to say, the travellers require protection, which we're only too happy to provide. Granted, such work will not earn you a lordship like slaying a dragon might, but it pays well and is far less prone to end in incineration, which seems a reasonable enough compromise, all things considered. As long as there are wars to fight, there will be those who take up arms, and not out of hatred or even a sense of duty, but for want of better employment. When presented with an alternative, such individuals may gladly trade their swords for scythes, or failing that, pledge them to a more worthy cause. Swords to plowshares. Go visit Moss Chomp in Tailfeather. Over here somewhere. There you are. Something the matter, lass? Nath's giving you trouble. Journey of remembrance, eh? Gods, it feels like only yesterday that Isael turned up in Tailfeather with you in tow. Back into our lives and gone all too soon. Ever tell you how we found her 5 years back? In a torpor out in the forest all by her lonesome? Aye, well, we weren't about to leave her there, so we carried her back here and tended to her till she woke up. Didn't say a word for days, Isael. Just sat there and stared at the sky as if the ground held nothing for her. And it didn't, we learned, when she finally spoke. Now, you might think she's not one to smile. Well, if you'd seen her in those years that followed. Then one day, all of a sudden, she says she's got a truth that must be shared, up and leaves for the gods knows where. And that was the last we heard of her, for a time. Redemption's not beyond us, friends. Come and hear the truth. Come and hear the Lady Iceheart speak. And they did from far and wide. Or so the story went. Some said there was nothing in it, but I knew. I knew. I think, Hestia, that deep down most folk want to do right by themselves and by others. And they try. Oh, how they try. You do certainly, and so did she. And then another one from you. Oh god, it's got a bunch of them. The legacies we leave. Apologies, you came here to think on your own memories, not listen to mine. Take it to Natha next. For to do this properly, you need to gather up your incentives, same as before. That's a basket of fresh kelm tree fruit, a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, and a dirty great cartload of young Nanka flesh. Oh. Ah, come on, lass. You can't be that bloody daft. You've more than worked with their village already. Safe travels. Good one. Good one. Okay. Going up. Remark? What was that about? Oh, wait. Do I still have that sort of northwest? I sense my mark to the northwest. Wait a minute. My B rank is nearby. Maybe we can do something with that. Bear apparent. Wait, hold on, let me check actually. It should be in my inventory. No, it's not that. No, it'll be one of the other ones, won't it? Ah, it could be this one. In fact, it probably is that one. It must be this elite clan mark bill then. Thextera. Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Said it was in the northwest. Oh, I've gone the wrong way then. Sorry, that's northeast. Where could it be? It was when I was flying over here, so it might be. I wonder how close that actually gets. Could be on that side actually, or it could be up there even. Who knows? I don't know how close of a range that actually has. Maybe it's over here. Just have a quick look around. No. So we were coming across that way, so it's probably somewhere in that region, I would guess. Yeah, if I want to find it, let's fly back to the village and try and trigger it again. Oh, wait! You sense your mark to the east, which is... Ah! Wait a minute. Aha! Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. Where's my... There we go. Greens. Alright. Alright, no, I gotta go 1, 3. There we go. Yep, it's coming back to me. Woo! There we go. Nice. Alright. Luckily, Dragoon is not terribly complicated. Alright, we are talking to... wait. Oh, the storyteller, okay. Because there's a bunch of yellow quests here, so this is who we want. Hunter of dragons and gods, I bid you welcome. What would you ask of me? Once we had no conception of what you speak. The one mind does not forget, but we do. It can be most distressing. To remember is not enough. One must strain and give words to memory. To inscribe words upon parchment. This is the chronicler's calling. He wrote of how you came to Lost Asvath, and how you left a slayer of honor, and how the young hunter trained with the old hunter while you were away. We shall treasure these memories and the history you have given us, and when the new Vath join us, we shall share it with them as well. Bound no longer to the will of the many, they were now free to walk their own path. Thus reborn, they would write the first chapter of a new history to be passed on to future generations. As their culture grew older and richer, so too with their story. Okay. Oh, there's also... there's so many things I can do. Alright, let's go talk to Vidofnir, though. Actually, wait, I can just fly over to Anixtrone. It's not that far. In fact, I think I need to go up to the top. Oh no, actually no, Vidofnir is probably down... Where is Vidofnir? Around somewhere. here somewhere. I think they're on the next floor. Yeah. There's Vidofnir. Friend of Isael, warrior of warriors, thou art ever welcome in Annex Shrine. What bringeth thee to us this day? There is much wisdom to be gained from looking to the past, to walk half-remembered paths and mark anew their twists and turns. We too do this, though not through pilgrimage, nor less the written word beloved of thy historians. If in song do we preserve the deeds of our lost and chronicle the passing of the ages. Naught hath greater power to stir our hearts. 'Twas a dirge of profoundest sadness that roused Nidhogg's brood to action, dirge which soundeth no more. Now a new song riseth to fill the void, one of hope rekindled, of war's end and of peace's rebirth. I shall sing of thee and Isael ever after, that all may know and remember. In the chorus the fallen could rise once more, for none are dead whose names yet echo in the heavens, and the song would not end until the last voice fell silent. Heroes and villains, sinners and saints, all would live again. Okay. Now to Mogholm and Moglin. So they really never do this again then, huh? They're just like... Nah, you'll remember. Where am I going? Ah. Oh yeah, when he's actually going to Mogholm, into the... No, that's the dungeon, that's the wrong way. Ah, yes. Well, yank my palm and call me a mulbat. I certainly wasn't expecting to see you today. Still calling yourself Hestia? Not there's anything wrong with that, Kupo. Anyway, what are you doing here? Ah, thank heavens for that. I was sure you were going to ask for help with yet another one of your exciting quests. By all means, we'd love to pass the time reminiscing about the good old days. And we're better than now, Kupo. What with your friends visiting and all. Wait here and I'll fetch them. Oh, hey. It's Kani Senna. Full glad am I to see you again, Hestia, and in Mogholm of all places. Kupopo, it really is you, and just when we were about to leave. I think it wonderful that this pilgrimage of yours, a final reflection upon the past, that you might face the future with eyes unclouded and a heart at peace. Few would deny that the events of recent days warrant such contemplation. When last we stood in this place, I dare say, none among our number would have believed what was to follow, young Estinian least of all. Upon learning what befell him at Azizlar, I confess I thought him lost. But when Master Alphino told me of your great struggle and of his salvation, I was reminded of your talent for the impossible. Yeah. If you ask me, he seemed altogether too stubborn to die, though I suppose it is no small feat to evict a spite-filled worm once it has made its home in one's head. Nidhogg's passing, the children of Ishgard and Dravania may at last look to the future. My hope, however, that they will not forget the deeds of history, nor the many thousands of lives lost in their conflict. For only through remembrance will they avoid the mistakes of the past. We thank you again for your hospitality, Chieftain Moglin, and pray that you will one day allow us to extend you the same courtesy. I wish you well on your journey, Hestia. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Till we meet again, Kupo. Even in the farthest reaches of distant dangerous lands, one may chance upon a friendly face. Though given to mischief and largely unconcerned by the troubles of the outside world, they came to understand Ishgard's plight and agreed to lend their aid. Eventually, that is. Yeah. Alright, and then we make camp. Okay. Oh, you know, I never got that. Because I couldn't get up here until now. Well, now that I am here. I have to do this, don't I? Hey! What pact might Moogles have made with the great worm Heavensward to allow them to live here in peace? Good question. It's so dark in Mogholm. Ooh. Got a bit of umbral static. Can I just briefly fly over here? There we go. Discover a new region. There we go. Of course, this is where we made camp on our trek up to visit Heavensward. The crackling warmth of Alphino's campfire, the savoury waft of his ale's bubbling stew, the soft snoring of Moghan asleep on the grass. A cold wind blew that night as well, and on the morrow, they mounted the steps and blew the horn, but having climbed the summit with the hope in their hearts, they descended dejected, weighed down by truths too grim to contemplate. Yeah. Heavensward was not eager to help. Rather the opposite. Now the Royal Promenade, alright. Zoop. Of course, while all this Guardian stuff was going on, we also had like a B plot about rescuing everybody. And, you know, all of this stuff. You over there! You there! Over here, quickly! What? Huh? Oh, hello. Yeah, I should have known you would see through my disguise, but enough talk. Oh, it's... yes. You cannot linger here, lest the guards recognize their Sultana. Oh, okay. Sneaking out now. As you may have deduced, I was taking the air outside the palace when I saw you standing there, off into space. Well, yeah. Have you something on your mind? I understand completely. So much has happened, so much has changed, and all in so short a space of time. Even now I struggle to make sense of it all. One thing at least is abundantly clear. I owe you an immense debt of gratitude for all you have done on my behalf, and on behalf of those whom I hold dear. After I awoke, Papa Shan told me everything. It was a lot to take in, but nothing could prepare me for what Lord Lolorito had to say. That ruthless, manipulative swine came before me and expressed regret for what had come to pass, and thinking to make amends, offered all of Teleji Adeleji's assets as well as half of his own personal fortune to the crown, and I accepted. Long did I debate how best to use this wealth. There is no end to the troubles facing our nation, no shortage of worthwhile causes, yet none among our people have suffered more than the refugees, and it is they who shall be the first to receive aid and succour. Excuse me. There is also the matter of the terrible wrongs committed against you and yours, for which I am in large part responsible. Nay, do not protest, it is the truth. Accordingly, I have set aside monies to aid in the Scion's rebuilding, if you would have them. Well... I think we could do with that. I'm not going to turn it down. I don't know. I will accept this generous gift. Pray do not thank me, not after all you have suffered. Know that I do not think to atone for my mistakes with money. It is but a tool which I would see put to good use. Oh, listen to me. So much for enjoying a moment's respite outside the palace walls. Rather seems as if I brought my responsibilities with me. I suppose I should return. Lady Lilira, you must come home at once. Father is worried sick, you know. God, confound it, you lot. Search this area. I know she came through here. On the other hand, it is essential that a ruler sees firsthand how her subjects go about their daily lives, and I have not visited the market in weeks. To achieve must seem ashamed to let this opportunity go to waste. Yes, might I impose on you to have a brief yet cordial conversation with those Sultan Sworn? I leave the choice of subject matter up to you. Take care. Distract them. Yeah, we were able to find, we got Ishtola, Thancred, Alphino, Tataru, but yeah, I'm an accomplice. And also we did find out sort of what's happened to Minfilia and how she has become, I forget the title, but she has become sort of merged with the crystal, with Hydaelyn, and she's seemingly not coming back, and everyone was pretty upset about it, particularly Thancred. Yeah. Oh, I have to do this. Okay. Let's go distract them. I beg your pardon, miss, but did you perchance see a young Lalafelin noblewoman pass this way? No. Are you certain? Oh dear, Master Papashan said this might happen. I truly never believed he was serious. The triumphs we share. Okay. I know you. You're Hestia Metheguiska. What a stroke of luck. I think of none better qualified to help us. You see, there's no mere noblewoman that we seek. Ah, but Master Papashan was most explicit about the need for secrecy. Pray forget I mentioned it. We will find the lady on our own. Oh, okay, bye. What cruel fate to lose her father as a child, to be compelled to rule in his stead, and how the years had tempered her dreams and taught her sometimes brutally the price of naivety. Though outwardly unscathed by her ordeal, it was a wiser and more wary Nanamo who reclaimed the throne. Yep. And after we thought she was dead, but no, she had just been she was only mostly dead. Mostly dead is slightly alive. There you are, Hestia. Higiri told me of your pilgrimage. I knew it was only a matter of time before you sought me out. I too have been reflecting on my choices which shape the choices which shape my path. When I took to the road with my grandfather, when I joined the Crystal Braves, when I tried and failed to warn you before the banquet, I had my suspicions about Wilred's death, that it was the work of a Garlean spy within our ranks, but I could not be sure who was involved, hence my desire to speak with you in private. Thought long and hard about how to approach you without arousing suspicion, mayhap too long. Eventually I decided to arrange a meeting through Mistress Momodi. Little did I know that bastard Laurentius had seen me do it. Shortly thereafter, the fourth received urgent summons. Needless to say, I had no choice but to answer, and soon found myself at the mercy of Captain Ilberd's band of traitors. They confined me to the Rising Stones along with others still loyal to us. That's the silence. Riol, Ephemi, Ergamus, quite what they planned to do with us I couldn't say. Mayhap they thought we would return given time. The fools. Lieutenant Yuyuhase bid the third keep us under constant guard. When Captain Ilberd moved to carry out General Roban's execution, they were forced to withdraw all but a token force, which we took by surprise one night, and then it was over. I might argue that it turned out better than it had any right to, all things considered. Still, there are nights when I lie awake wondering, if I'd done things differently, if I'd been more careful or more decisive, what then? Naught to be gained from thinking thus. We must count our blessings, must we not? We are still here. Most of what was broken can be rebuilt. You will see, Hestia. You will see. For the freedom of all had begun with an oath and ended with a betrayal, as the conspirators turned on their comrades for coin and country. The good and true were beaten and imprisoned, or else butchered where they stood. But even in the darkest moments they never stopped believing that dawn's light would shine again. Yeah. Ah. There we go. Why, hello there, Hestia. Fancy meeting you here. That's Wedge. Yep. Right. Sorry. Reminisce about the glory days, eh? Oh, we spent many a sleepless night hammering away in that corner of ours. How's your mana cut holding up, by the way? Yeah. Ah, that's good to hear. Any doubts? Like our craftsmanships? Second to none. Quite right. It'll take more than swirling winds and raging dragons to bring her down. And that, my friend, is an Ironworks guarantee. Speaking of which, on the back of that field test success, we've gone ahead and licensed the design for mass production. Soon the Sky Steel manufacturer will be churning out mana cutters by the dozen. Why we're here today, as a matter of fact, make sure the machinists don't bugger anything up. Apparently Adventure's been queuing up to place an order, and even some sky pirates. To imagine the sea of clouds teeming with our creations fills me with a father's pride. Right, that's enough putting ourselves on the back. We gotta make sure the cutters are up to snuff, or Jessie will never let us hear the end of it. Now until we finish, there'll be no more breaks, distractions, not one wink of sleep, you hear me? What? No, cart chocobo. Leave it to you then. Till next time, mate. Despite the many hardships they'd endured, or perhaps because of them, they greeted every new challenge with a smile. Their workshop, the battlefield, their tools, their weapons, they inevitably rose to the occasion, delivering ingenious solutions to seeming insoluble problems. Churning mists. Actually, wait, let me... There we go. Yeah, I'm a little airship. Since they were just talking about it. I guess I'll go this way. Might as well discover a new location or two. Oh. House of Letters. Well, that's not where we're going, so I think we need to go up. Or no, we just need to go this way. Yeah, I'll be down here. Half the map you have no reason to visit in MSQ. It's true. Ah yes, Nidhogg's lair. Through tempestuous winds they carved a path, breaching the dread worm's sanctum, and there did they put him to the sword. Yet in the wake of hard-fought victory were secrets laid bare in a vision dark and disturbing. The legacy of the fathers, bequeathed to their sons and passed down through generations, old blood enduring in the new, the mark of original sin. Yeah. And visit Hilda in Ishgard. Okay. Where are we going? Somewhere over here. Ah. Oops. Ah. Oh yes. Now there she is at last. Said Gibralon said you were wandering all over, reminiscing about days gone by. Seems a bit soon if you ask me. It's not like I don't understand though. Some days I'll be walking through the broom, same as normal, hit me all of a sudden just how much has changed for us. It's a bit different from what you've been through. Puts me in mind of the first time I saw her and her friends up near the Aetherite being shown around by that house for Tom's man. Oh, you never told me you met before. Wasn't so much meeting as a heckling, to be honest, when I heard their guide warning them off paying a visit to the broom, stuck in my craw, and you've got to admit Master Alphinaud's the spitting image of a snotty little lordling. Yeah, well, a little lordling that went on to fight 2 knights of the Heavensward with Hestia here in a trial by combat, not to mention help retake the vault from the true brothers. Fury have mercy, feels like a bleeding lifetime ago, don't it? 'Cause it was. We've now got... What we've got now is nothing like what came before. It's a bleeding rebirth is what it is. Give comfort to the folk who died getting us here. Still, the peace is ours, and we owe it to ourselves to make the most of it. I mean, we've got to work twice as hard to make sure make the broom a better place. No more harassing blue bloods, neither. Weren't these the 2 chuckleheads who were hassling Tataru? And we bonked their heads together and like, oi! Yeah, anyway. Well, apart from the opulence of the pillars, they had toiled, shrouded in the haze of the broom, sentenced to a life of hardship by birth. They dreamed of revolution as children dream of fairies, and one came and went, and suddenly they found themselves with a seat at the table. Yeah. Okay, oof, man. Man, so much happened. I got so many people to go and talk to. Oh. Whew. Okay, Lonu Vanu, who is over there. Yeah, it was like a long season of TV. Ho, clouds part and let shine brilliant sun upon Lonu Vanu. Great Netherling warrior returns to Oxundu on pilgrimage of remembrance. Well, well. We'll always be grateful for you for your victory over the ravenous wight. No longer need we fear for the safety of our smallest islands. Lonu Vanu is not one to forget Netherling's first coming when she saves us from certain death at the hands of the Black Ones. Distant memory though it is. Her deeds are the stuff of legends. Shall remember the stories in the hero's name, for they are worthy of celebration now and ever after. An earnest, good-natured people they had borne witness to the rage of their beloved gods' twisted manifestation, and proclaimed it to be false. By the grace of kind travellers were they duly delivered from its wrath, the mad god's death signalling the birth of a new hero. Okay, Mitra and Gridania. Where are you? Okay. Right. Well met, Hestia. What brings you here this night? Indeed, though it seems an age, it was not all that long ago that we rescued Stola from the life stream. How quickly we begin to forget even those memories most precious to us. In my defense, I might add, I've rarely missed an opportunity to make new memories with my sister in the days since her return. Our conversations are largely on matters of scientific and professional concern, ancient Alargan technologies, primals, Asians, and so forth. She has an insatiable thirst for knowledge, as you know. I understand her desire not to burden those around her with her troubles to carry on as she did before. I do worry her willingness to manipulate her own ether to compensate for the loss of her sight may have dire repercussions. Oh. She never told you then? But of course not. Would rather have defeated the purpose. You should know that the technique she employs places a tremendous strain on her body. She is of course well aware of her limits and more than willing to ignore them should she deem it necessary. I pray you see that she does not. Regrettably, she's wont to ignore my advice when it does not suit her. Yet, given your shared experiences, mayhap she'll be more willing to heed your warnings. My sister was under no illusions to the dangers of life, the life she had chosen. Should the worst come to the worst, Stola would do what needed to be done, pay any price, make any sacrifice, and that without hesitation. A woman of conviction, deserving of respect and admiration, and no small amount of worry. Let's go see Slowfix. Ah. Oh, yes. Yeah. There you are, Slowfix. Why must governing Great Gobby Nation be so difficult? Like herding curls, stupid curls with muchly differing views on glorious nation's future direction. Yes, Slowfix knows he is letting emotions run wild. Uplander is welcome voice of reason. Not like when Uplanders first returned to Idylshire, yes? So much venom in that one's tongue flaps, calling Gobbyflock thieves. But Slowfix saw a way to mutual understanding. Oh. Citizenship in society, first step in strengthening communal ties, gives all vested interest in continued prosperity of egalitarian utopia. Yeah. Okay. And the burdens we bear, man. Okay, we're still. Oh. For the final objective of this quest, you will receive no guidance from the journal or the duty list. You'll need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your next course of action. We get a Harshifon emote? Okay. Let's see. And now Slowfix bids Uplander farewell. Bids Uplander fulfill civic duty as citizen of Idylshire with handlending of great import. In cave south of settlement lives Old Crone. Okay, yeah. Wielder of powerful magics used to crafty make frogmen that chase away curious gobbies. Uplander has made many busy deals with Old Crone, yes? Uplander can appeal to Crone's better nature to make her call off frogman harriers. Okay. We gotta go speak with Matoya. Yeah. Which means I need to get out of here. Whole picks, yeah. Best combo name, yeah. Which part does that go to? No. our way down to Matoya's cave. Me. This way? More or less? Yeah. Ah, here we are. Go into the cave. Let's see Matoya. Hold on a minute. So that's not what I need to do. Oh, this is a pleasant surprise. I'm well aware you're only here because you want something. At least you didn't bring your little friends, so out with it. Oh, is that what that goblin's told you? My servants are attacking their poor defensive scouts without the slightest provocation? Those buggers trying to eat them. They're lucky I didn't have my porogos return the favour, but you can tell them from me, if they try it again, I'll personally feed them to my servants, one limb at a time. I do hope you didn't come all this way just to play Erangel for those dirty little scroungers. Damn. Aren't you a bit young to be going on grand journeys of reflection? You haven't lived long enough to have so many regrets. And the same goes for that boy complaining that things shouldn't have unfolded as he dreamed they would. It makes no difference what should have happened to Minfilia. What matters is what did happen. The past is the past, and no amount of wishing you'd done things differently will make it so. You make a choice and you do what needs to be done. That's it. That's the attitude you came here with the first time when you wanted to find a way to get to Azizlar, and you do well to remember it. Right then, I think you've wasted quite enough of my time. It's bad enough I have to suffer Stola's unannounced visits. I don't need you making a habit of it too. She was the sum of everything that had come before. Triumphs, failures, all essential, all indispensable. Had things unfolded differently, so too would she. What use then to mourn the woman who never was? There was only this time, this place, this choice. Now we go to Azizlar. Oh, right, we're going up there. I think someone might be on the same track as us, actually. Here we are. Yes. You spy something on the ground at the landing's edge. Oh. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, we're definitely doing the same quest. A blue bouquet, eh? Oh. A bouquet of fresh Namia lilies lies at your feet, an offering for the departed. Thousand fires blossomed around her as she fell toward the battleship. A crimson star shower amidst the impassive clouds. Yeah, then came the azure light, faint at first, soon blinding, then shattering, casting motes of diamond to the four winds. now we must visit Tiamat. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's right, he was walking away with flowers in his hands. Ah, that's a nice touch. Let's head towards the big crystal stuff. Tiamat's in there somewhere. Yeah, that was Izael and Hresvelga coming in to save the day, or to help us out, but ultimately it meant Izael sacrificing herself so that we could make it up to Azizla. There's Tiamat. It's still so cool. Look at that. Alright, going down. Child of man, chosen of Heidelin, naught remaineth for these here save the delusions of the condemned. In my madness did I spy my departed brood brother in yonder skies, though I know it cannot be so. What sayest thou? My senses are yet mine own? Then he whom I saw was but my dead brother's rancor, clad in mortal flesh? Yeah. Nidhogg using Estinian. And thou didst deliver him unto death's cold embrace. I bear thee no ill will, child, 'tis beyond me. All my hatreds are bound up in moments ephemeral and eternal. My beloved's passing and his resurrection. I am no better than Nidhogg. Consumed by love, twisted by rage, I too sought vengeance without end. Oh! There he is. Megasama. Yet thou hast since renounced it, hast thou not? Through millennia have I watched as time did that which I could not, as the men of Alarg perished and their works fell to ruin, leaving me to think on mine own sins in solitude. What folly to despise man his base desires, when hatred's hand so effortlessly drove me to take Ascian Reed. Then look thou on him again with eyes unclouded, and mark how he laboureth to rise above his nature, how he and Hresvelga's brood now raise their voices in a shared song of peace. 'Tis my dearest hope that it shall prove the founding stone for a bulwark against the dark. As time delivered Alarg unto its reward, so too will it prove this peace true or fleeting, as I remain here apart and watch. Chosen of Heidelin, it is well thou camest unto me in contemplation, but the road stretcheth ever on, and thy battle is not yet won. Yeah. Perhaps there was hope for them. Perhaps this time they would learn and remember, but her part in the tale had ended long ago. In this monument to hubris would she remain until the end of days, beyond redemption. Okay, now to the research facility. Damn. Piano going nuts. Yes, the road goes ever on. Yep. Destination. The Undying Ones were defiant, disbelieving even as death embraced them. And then the knights too succumbed, loyal to the last, to a cause long lost. His body growing light, the Archbishop looked upon the arbiter of his fate and knew not what he saw. And then it was over. Naught remained save the eyes, thinking to bear them away from the covetous hands of men. Estinian took the accursed baubles in his own, and was duly bent to their will, if only for a time. At a friend's behest they had embarked upon their journey, and so after the triumphant homecoming and all the pomp and circumstance, there was but one way it could end. Pay respects to a friend. Oh. What do you mean unable to open the map? Oh, not for that. Okay. Ah, so this is what it means when it says you'll have to figure out where to go. Oh, no, I know where that is. I know where that is. At least I think I do. I think I need to go to Curthus. Let's see if I have this right. Because there was a grave we found last time. I think it's either up here or over there. It might be Steel Vigil, actually. I think it's over here. Yeah, I think this is it. There we go. Yep. Rip to a real one. 07. Yep. Ah, chiffon. You have learned the emote Harshiphon. Whoa. Doesn't get any easier, does it? Alright. Well, let me see this emote first. Is it special? Ah. Very nice. Alright. Well, that was a recap. And that pretty much covers it. Oh, he's gone. All right. Well, let me return. And then we'll figure out what to do. That was a good sort of trip down memory lane. Francel is the guy we saved in the Inquisition storyline now. Ah. This is Harshiffon's bestie. Right. Okay, let me take a brief I'm just gonna take a jaunt back to the inn. Somewhere nice and calm to sort through all of that and figure out what we're gonna do next. Okay. I don't think I'm up for raids today. That was a lot of like reading and talking and so on. So I don't think I'm up for raiding at the moment. But what are we gonna do? So let's see. In terms of journal, we have a few other bits and pieces. Like that's the raids. We can probably just get stuck into 3.4, yeah. That's probably the best thing to do. think if there was anything else I need. Do not particularly. Yes, that will also have voice acting. That's true. I think now's a great time for me to take a quick break though, so I'm gonna do that. I remember what to do, yes. Alright, time for a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. And then 3.4. Alright, BRB. Alright, folks, I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Oh. It is... Man, it's cold today. So I've got a heater going, I've got a jumper on, and I was like, you know what, I'm still going to put the dressing gown over it, because I'm still chilly. Anyway. Oh, what's this? Strategy board? That's new. Alright, well, if we want to get stuck into 3.4, then that's what we need to do. I was also just thinking... Oh, in-game tool for raid planning. Oh, very nice. At some point, if we want to do... If we want to do Samurai for Stormblood, I'm going to have to level Samurai at some point. But that's something I can do off stream, so... Alright. Let's go and see what is happening next. Oh, actually, I know what I was going to... No. I know what I was going to do. Yeah, I still need to get... Like, Samurai is only 52. Oh, wait, hold on. Do you have... Oh, yeah, you have one complete. Hold on. What do you have? A banana tree! Cool. I don't think I have any... Let's see. Hey, did you manage to sell everything? Oh, you did, more or less. Entrust over with withdraw. Oh no, I have no ventures. Never mind. Alright. Never mind, but enough about that. Oh, he's still working on selling 3 items. I got you. Okay. Well. Alright. So the command bar which replaces macro hotbars people make. Oh. Nice. I'll have to look into that. Alright, now we go to Foundation. And now we go to see... yes. Last Vigil, that's the one. Alright, now we talk to the knight and see what he wants. A new day dawns in Ishgard, and the house for Tom's knight has tidings for you. Alright. Ah, Mr. Smethagwisco. Mr. Gwisco, you are come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Emmerich de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, Viscount of the House of Borel, your father, the cerebral assassin, cordially invites Mistress Smethagwisco to dine with him at his estate. Oh, well that's nice. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalised. Ah, of course, in the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I should be glad to accept. We do have a formal formal dress for this occasion. Who would not? You'll forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Burrell Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. I'll have someone escort you the rest of the way. Or we can put on our fancy formal dress. Actually, let me check the... Because I just realized... Oh no, that will... Yeah, there's this one. There's this one. I do like that one. This one is more sort of traditionally formal. Or like, But I do quite like that one as well. What do we think? What should we go with? Should we go with 14 or 15? With the formal dress or the... I don't think I've used this one, so it would be quite fun to to try this one out. I think there's a way to holster the weapon entirely as well, or just make it not visible. I think that's one of the options. It's very funny to be in the dress with the wide stance. Alright, hold on. I believe I can... Yes. There we go. And of course, shoulder dragon accessory. Right. Yeah, very chic. Alright, where are we going? It's just over there, okay. Hi. Well met. I have the honour and privilege to serve as head steward of House Burrell, though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear you have accepted his invitation. As you'll soon see, we've spared no expense. A woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I'm sure, but for this day we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Look, last time we had a banquet thrown in our honour, it didn't go well. But you know what? Let's hope that this one is better. Ah. Well, it's nice to see him in a different outfit. They actually gave him the different outfit for once. Ah.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
At least they're not like at the lengthwise ends of that table. Oh look, chewing animation.
Your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Oh. Is this to Madam's liking? Oh. Very well. Go on. It's like, no. Ah, a lovely... Wait, what are you doing? I might be a little suspicious of this. He's kind of looking at like, what is he doing?
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Oh. It wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes.
Nor would I presume to imply otherwise. Neither I nor any man alive can truly understand what you have endured, and I cannot say with any confidence that I would have acquitted myself as well under the circumstances, much less grown stronger for it.
I think you do yourself a disservice, Emmerich. You did very well in your own right.
By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead?
Yeah. Wow.
The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern.
Right.
Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind.
Yeah.
Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
That's nice. Cheers. I find it interesting. I think they're doing the thing where they're making
May I ask a personal question?
the Warrior of Light a little
the dust is
hesitant to
settled,
drink
What will you do?
after what
Not as a
happened
Scion, I mean, but
last time.
what do you want for yourself?
Oh. That's an interesting question.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
I see.
Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden.
Oh?
Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances.
Nani?
Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Alright, time to go.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Let's go.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
Now who's doing the narration? It's not Edmund. He finished his book.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
Is it one of his
she.
sons? I don't recognize the voice, but maybe.
Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
I wonder who it is. Needs a narrator? Ah. Okay, should I change back? I should probably change back. Where is it? I don't remember which one it is. Oh wait, no, I know why. I don't need to do that. I can just do this. There we go. Should I show you inside? It's like I feel like I should recognize the voice, but it doesn't. Ah, here we are. Oh!
Yes.
It's yeah, it's Alice. I wasn't sure
Is that
who that was gonna be.
Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister?
Alright.
She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness.
Oh yeah, those guys.
I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Heavensward, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder.
Ah.
'Twas only after
to
we
the
had
knee.
made good our escape that I realized it was poison.
Ah, crap. That's no good.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she is as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever.
Oh no, no, no.
Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Alright, let's do it. Oh,
Alphinaud, is the Warrior of Light, is she with you? Don't go, there is something I must say.
oh.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan.
Oh.
They make for Zelphatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her.
Right.
You must stop them.
All right. Well, looks like we have a job to do.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
All right. Okay. Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his Chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I'm uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet the power to influence? That sounds good to me. Oh! Well, what have we got? Heavenly eggnog, wildwood scrambled eggs, spaghetti carbonara, or some... Well, we're slightly past the season, but it's about the right time for eggnog, so let's have some eggnog. Which, by the way, I have never actually had eggnog. Because it's not really a thing we do over here. It's one of those things that I think I feel like it's one of those things Americans don't realize is very American. It's like, no, that's just you guys. Alright. Okay, there is no rest for the righteous. Yeah. So the warriors of darkness and the Asians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning and that they might put her to the sword. Then when we encountered them in Lost Asnath, when they were confronting Ravana... Gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphinaud? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alizé risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Hestia, will you accompany me to Zelphatol to help me stop the exile's ritual? Or is it me, or does Zelphatol just sounds like a, you know, like a drug or something? Ask your doctor if Zelphatol is right for you. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Exile-the homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We've been willing to suffer the Beastman's intrusions into Curthan lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. We shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphinaud. The mountains of Zelphatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavour demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Imric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland after all, and Ixali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it could be wiser to cross into Zelphatol by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zelphatol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the exile. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmund. Even in the event Mistress Alizé regains consciousness, we shall share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Yes. Let's be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Okay. entrance to the pass is north of Natland and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Normally guarded by a score of Ixali warriors, I've been informed House Voltom's knights have already dispatched them. The gate lies open, we need but walk through. Oh. Well, that's convenient. So, are you sure about that? There's a number of them standing around outside. As you can see, the gate is ours. We advise our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they're up to something. Don't want anyone interfering. Stand ready to escort you to Zelfatol and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arriving, let's advance with care as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should have only to contend with the Ixal. If they're not, we may be forced to do battle with the warriors of darkness. Ah, it's a duty. Okay. Is it perhaps a donjon? And we can do NPCs. With, yeah, that seems good. Going in. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Alright, off we go. Oh! Oh! Okay, okay, rocks are falling. Alright.
Away with you!
Been a minute, so I'm going to take this slow this first time through. Which one is from the side? Okay, that, okay. There we go. Finding myself how Dragoon works. Better keep moving. Okay. Oh. I'll be fine. Alpino, do you want to... I know, we'll be alright. Oh. More just random rocks falling on things. I do have a sort of, not quite an area, is it? It's kind of a line. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Some sort of balloon. Balloon man. Oh, gone up in the air, have you? Well, I feel like I should still be able to target them, being a dragoon, but I guess we'll just play by the rules of the thing. Oh, just gonna stand together. I see. Whee! Wait. Okay, well, I was following you guys, so I'm gonna assume that was the right thing to do. Yeah, it does feel like we have to break these, doesn't it? He's targeting on me, so... No. Right, it's Alt 2 to ignore all directional restrictions. Like I said, it's been a minute, so... remembering how to play. Oh no you don't. Oh no you don't. You stay where you are. There we go. I was gonna say you should have dropped some sort of treasure. Any of that any better? No. Alright. Ooh. Cool. Ooh. Neat. Hey, jerks! A siege gubu. Drawbridge Falls. On we go. Everybody else? Wanna maybe pitch in? There we go. Care of that, doesn't it? We're probably supposed to be going up. Yeah. I guess we go this way. Ah, not the imposing gate. Ring of casting, nice. Oh, that was wrong. All right, bone key. Open the door. Oh. Choker of aiming. I mean, none of this stuff is going to be good for... No. Right. Pull the lever! They'll join me in a moment. Ah. Whoop. Back away. Are they doing a team up attack? Or did they just do the same thing at the same time? Oh. Missed sequence. Whoops. That's fine. Onwards and upwards. Huh? Ooh. Hello. Keep an eye out. Oh.
Away with you.
Stay apart, stay apart. I wonder if it would be worth it to use the limit break now. We might have enough time to pull it, to get it back before the end. Let's do it. Okay, there was definitely somewhere I could have stood that wouldn't have stuck me in the middle of all that, but it's fine. I lived. Oh man. Mods, seize them! If someone would be so good as to take care of that while I'm in the middle of this. Thank you! There we go. Oof! Alright. It's a big old axe? Whatever that is. Tricorn of Scouting. Yeah, this way. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. The first mountain. Ooh. Yeah, I think I have the glam for a Garuda axe, in fact. I think it's on the glamour plate. Oh, I don't know. I can't even look at it, so never mind. But yeah, I have the, the axe glam. Away. Oh, the air stone. Probably need that. I probably have to put it in the relic. Let's see what's in here. Okay. Aha! Whee! Oh. Okay. Alright. Back up a little. Wait, who's... Ah, okay. Okay, another air stone. Operate that relic. Ooh. Go, come on. Oh, nice. Here we go. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Hello. Alright. Ah, well. Think Tozzle Huatotl. That'll be a you then, won't it? Who dares? I dares. Alright, let's go, let's go. Zoom out. Gotta remember to zoom out. Oh. Separate. Ow. It almost sounded like he doubled up on that line. Alright, anyway. Everyone gather up on Alphino, I think. Where's he going? Oh, he's trying to summon Garuda. That's not good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's get out of there. Okay. There we go. That's back on the menu. We got a limit break again. Side. Summon Garuda again. Split up. There we go. A reckoning comes, yeah. But not for us, but for you. Call an ambulance, but not for me. I'm coming! Out of there. Almost time to hit him with the limit break. Right, we can do it now. There we go. Woo! Haha. Got him. Huzzah! We did it. Alright, what's in the treasure coffer? A coat of aiming. What does it look like? Ah. Oh, it looks pretty good actually. Who's it for? Ah, Bard and Arcanist. Okay. There we go.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Let's get out of here.
Well, well.
Oh, damn it.
What do we have here?
You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
That will be, Oh. Yeah, it's the Warriors of Darkness, alright. But also this guy? He wasn't with them before. Unless he was.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us the long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
Ah.
No. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there.
Ah.
Know that I will happily make it quicker for you. If you just stand still.
Nope. No.
Enough, Jarumul.
Jarumul.
We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
What do you want?
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here.
If you wouldn't mind, yeah, that'd be very handy, actually.
You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Let's pretend that I don't. Just like, oh?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void.
Alright.
Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source.
Excuse me.
For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
Huh.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Yeah.
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
And like that, they're gone. And hello.
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, be gone. You have no friends here.
Whoop. Well, that certainly opens up. Well, that certainly that asked more questions than it answered, but alright. Grateful we survived that encounter. Think it could be true to save their world, they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Alright. Just gonna see where this leads us, but then we'll wrap it up shortly. At a time and place for idle introspection. I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. I'll be at the congregation. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright. Well, I think I'm still set on them for now, but the plot thickens. Alright. But that's where we're gonna call it for today. Make our way back to the inn. Things are starting up again. Alright. Tiring to an inn room. Okay. Yeah, the thick plottins, exactly. Well, we'll have to do some more next time. It's good to be back. Good to be back streaming and back with Final Fantasy XIV. It's gonna go here so it doesn't go into a trailer. Yeah. So, back tomorrow with more 14. We'll crack on with more of the 4.3 MSQ. maybe do some other bits and pieces if I feel like it. I'll probably have to start. I'm gonna start leveling samurai, I think, so that when Stormblood rolls around, we have a level 60 samurai. So we can go right in on that. Yeah. All right. More next time, which will be tomorrow at the usual time. And don't forget, as always, there's the VODs and the socials and all of that stuff. And yeah, you know, if you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to leave maybe leave a like on the VOD, or drop a follow if you're not following, or a sub if you are able to. All greatly appreciated. All helps this thing keep rolling. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.